angry. He's angry and he's singing about something that he's not happy about.
I don't know, some violent stuff. Anger as well.
Yes, he looks like he's very angry, screaming into the microphone.
Well, he's got tattoos, so
Maybe death and how hard life is.
Hey, I'm Chris. I play guitar in Anchored and occasionally sing, and I also live in Leaming. Oh, it's pretty early starter for heavy music. Like, I think I was year 5 when I was really into Blink-182 and all those fun punk bands back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I did go through a little emo kind of phase because I thought it was cool at the time, but then I eventually kind of figured out more about who I was and just basically decided that the music is really great and I don't have to change who I am to listen to it. And ever since then, I've still been listening to it.
Hey, how you going? I'm Lockie and I play guitar in Anchored. From a lyrical standpoint, Anchored's always been about times of emotional change and how overcoming your problems based on an outlook of your life. So our last EP is about changing your outlook to change your outcome. Anchored as a name is about how you might have all these hopes and aspirations in your life, but you're anchored down in the fact that you've got to work, you've got to study, you've got to go to school, and you've got to make a compromise and get the best out of both worlds.
People just immediately assume that, they think their life is terrible and they assume that they're all these emotional people that hate their lives and whatnot, but really, the music you listen to doesn't make you who you are at all. Just because you look at someone and he looks like, oh, that guy probably worships the devil, there's no way in the world. He just really loves his music. And
there's 2 lines that come out to me as like the most significant of the whole EP. The first one's out of Empty the Ocean, and the line is, "The depths are an error which you chose to be." And it refers to the fact that you might have a negative attitude and you feel as if it's not in your control, but at the end of the day it is actually your choice about the way you feel. The next is the kind of 180 shift. The line is, "Seas get rough, the tides will turn, the flare of this life will always burn." And that basically states that things are going to happen around you and they're out of your control, but if you're like light, your kind of life energy, your attitude towards it is strong, you're going to get through it fine. You're going to be like clean sailing.
I think some of the funniest things I've ever had in my whole life have happened with the band, whether it's playing or on the way to a gig. Like, we drove for 18 hours straight to go up to Karratha just to play 2 gigs. Ended up playing that night to about 50 fly-in, fly-out workers and a few guys who clearly have never ever seen it before, but for some reason they all decided to just go nuts and have an awesome time.
I'm Dan Harper. I play in a hardcore band called Statues, and I'm a professional musician and drum teacher. A lot of people seem to think that, I don't know, we're degenerative, we're loud, we're noisy, we don't really have much concept of morals, but I think it's really the opposite, honestly. I think there's actually a really good bunch of people here in this scene, especially in Perth. Obviously, like every music scene in the world, there is some bad eggs, but for the most part, it's a really good, loving little family that we've got going here, especially at HQ, where most of the hardcore shows happen. I suffer from bipolar and depression, so listening to heavy music was a very special thing for me and a very empowering thing for me to get out of the real dark points of my life. So definitely being the very angry music that I write in my band, it does come from that place. But at the end of the day, we're really positive and enjoy what we do. So it's not like every time we write a song we're really pissed off and angry. It's just like we like writing something that's heavy music. So it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I'm really down, do something heavy.